Hello! Welcome to day 5 of our 7 Days to Peaceful Parenting series. My name is Annalise Erin. Please go and follow me on my other socials. Instagram, I'm on TikTok under Annalise Erin Parent Coach. And I hope to see you there. But today we're talking about an absolute superpower. And people who can do this, dang, I take my hat off to them. I'm not wearing one. But this is something that is really hard, and that is to speak calmly and gently to our children, even when we're frustrated, to speak to them respectfully. But a lot of us weren't actually taught emotional regulation as kids. Our parents didn't emotionally coach us. They didn't know how. They taught us what they were taught, and that was that they weren't actually allowed to express any opinions, any emotions. You know, they just had to shut down, go to their room. They were from the seen and not heard generation. And so expecting our parents to emotionally coach us, well, it didn't happen anyway. But it is our job now to emotionally coach our kids. We do need to learn this so that we can do better for the next generation, because I am a firm believer in us parents having to be held accountable to our kids when they turn 18, 21, whatever, even if they come back to us at 30. We need to be normalizing our children coming to us and saying, why did you raise me this way? And not disrespectfully, in a genuine curiosity. You know, we do need to be trying to do our absolute best, and I believe that most parents are. So speaking gently can have such an amazing impact on our kids, especially if they are used to us yelling or not speaking to them very kindly. And the reason is when you get used to someone speaking to you a certain way, often two things happen. Number one, they purposely choose to ignore you because they're sick of the disrespect. And I remember doing this a few times as a teenager. And the second thing that happens is that they get used to it, and then they can just drown you out no matter how much you yell. And that's not something that we want, because if it's something that could save their life and they're used to us yelling, what other options do we have in an emergency? So let's save our yelling voice for absolute emergencies. Now, what we may not know, if we weren't used to having a calm environment in our home growing up, is that a calm demeanor and a calm environment does so much wonder. It blows my mind still to this day, just how much a child can change when the environment is calm and peaceful. And I mean, you can have 1,000 kids and you can still have a calm and peaceful environment. Well, calm and peaceful for the child, because it's actually down to the parents. It's their energy that they send out that is the most important. Remember, we want to be modeling the behavior that we expect from our kids. And if it's too hard for us to do, it's too hard for them to do. They've got an underdeveloped brain. We absolutely do not. We've got all the resources we could possibly need to try and learn. You know, I also have the Healing Alignment membership, and that has strategies on triggers and emotional regulation, along with my Positive Parenting Academy, which has how to emotionally coach our children. And that can also have this amazing impact on us as parents. As we learn to emotionally coach them, we're also emotionally coaching ourselves. Now, I understand that it's going to be hard to learn how to speak to our kids respectfully if that's not something that we're used to. And that's okay. The main thing that makes positive parents, the main thing that makes peaceful parents is having the mindset of progression over perfection. Nobody is perfect, okay? There are 3 times I can immediately think of where I have screwed up with my daughter. But the important thing is that we don't give up. We keep trying. Now, I have so many different strategies for these things. Again, in my membership, it's only a very small monthly membership fee. You can cancel anytime. So what we want to get at is, if you want a calm environment, you want a calm demeanor for your child, we have to be the ones to do that first. And my challenge to you today, my challenge is, can you think of a statement that you usually say in frustration to your child and word it differently? So maybe you say something like, "You always make us late. Every day we're late because of you." And instead, what we can say is, "We're late. Please get your shoes on." We'll have a discussion later on about how we can change this routine. Calm, effective, right to the point. And the best thing is by changing our language and our tone, we're going to do so much good for our child's self-worth.